presentation is more related to the opportunities for civil engineers, whether they are in college or research scholars or practicing engineers or even retired people also. They can start a new career that is called exploring the unexplored and unconventional prospects in post-construction technology and management. So, and this is where there is a huge opportunity. Today we are talking about data analytics, AI. So I'll try to cover maximum. This half an hour sometimes may change your career thought process also, which has happened to me when I am in the final year. When I attended a conference, till that time I thought a civil engineer means either his career is for design or construction or maybe teaching or research. But after attending that conference, then I realized there is a huge opportunity outside. That I am talking about 35 years back when I am a final year student, about maintenance, repair, retrofitting and life extension of structures. So then I have not pursued normal engineering career because I am not into design, nor into construction, nor into teaching. But today I have created an organization. First 10 years I have worked for multinational companies. Another last 25 years I have created a brand, Rehab Technologies. Now after 25 years, this year, financial year FY 26-27, we are coming up with a RBN, repairing buildings nationally. That also I will explain. But it is going to give a huge opportunity. That's why I coined business with engineering, not business with money. If you have engineering knowledge, you can become another Tata, Birla, Adani, Ambani. But passion should be there. I will tell you with numbers. So this is an awareness and thought-provoking lecture. So here the basic points to ponder is, it's a right platform because we are talking from a very mother of all engineers, Institution of Engineers, which has started way back in 1920. And there are 3 lakh members, 3 and odd members, 3 lakh and odd, and 125 centers. So this, from here, being from Hyderabad, I am from Hyderabad, Telangana. We will be going around 125 centers. This is only a first with Telangana State Center of Institution of Engineers with in association with Rehab Technology. This will continue because that is a huge opportunity is there for RBN, repairing buildings nationally. So we will be in this whole process as a engineer, management and a legal consultant. Anything I will review with some sort of a checklist. So it is examining the larger issues, what are there present, what are the problems are there. If you understand the problem only, you will be able to come with solution, not one, alternative solutions. And it is the best solution you will pick up. So then raise questions and practices. You should always raise questions. But somehow in our British India, they have taught us how to not question but complain. That is our education system, batch system. Earlier it is Gurukula. If somebody wants to learn their occupation, like I come from a farmer family, I go to some senior farmer, I learn. Or somebody is there, he will go to Gurukula and learn Vedas or something like that. But what happened in this education system is, they brought everyone together and they made first is discipline. One bell, you come, sit in the class, another bell, one period, like that. So complaints, law and order, that is also fine. Without discipline, in a civilized society, we cannot live. But an entrepreneur, a technocrat should always question the existing framework of engineering or law or management principles. Then only you will be excelling in your profession. So one is practicing the procedures is fine, but if you feel this is not irrelevant with the 21st century, that to be in 26th year, you can question. So I have questioned myself. That is how I created a business model, RBN. Okay. Then seek alternatives. That is what. Don't follow only blindly one path. Always, why I am coming here and interacting with budding engineers, with seniors, that is called consultation of the stakeholders. So maybe I have prepared a business model, engineering business model, but is there any flaw? Better how to refine it. So that is how, like I have visited Anurag University, my professor. So there we had a mind-storming session, not only with civil engineering, it's a multidisciplinary with computer science and AI and MBA also. Both students and faculty. A half-day session we have given, and we are getting some feedback so that we will refine our business model. Then review current practices in the industry. So if you want to excel, you should understand what is the current practices, current procedures, current methodologies, current materials being used. Then clarity and legal framework on issues relevant to construction and structural repairs. This is where is our two subjects. One is structural repairs, and another, if somebody says, I want to also be a builder, contractor, a designer, even for new construction. So then fine, no problem. The same model can be adopted because instead of buildings repairs nationally, constructing buildings nationally. That is also big model. You can use app, you can use technology, all these things. So since I have spent all my life, professional life of 35 years in repairs, so I have built up on that core competency. So friends, now engineering is becoming regulated. We don't have like advocates or medical professionals, some medical council or advocates, bar councils like that, or for pharma council of India. We don't have, but recently after seeing this one and to streamline our builders, real estate, they have brought Engineers Real Estate Regulation and Development Act 2016. So this act which has come, it's almost 10 years now. We are entered into practicing this act 10 years. So like doctors, like even lawyers also, if we lose a case, nobody will sue us. Even if a doctor, if the patient dies, nobody will sue them because they have got that professional immunity, like our governors or President of India. We also professionals we have, unless there is a misconduct or if we have breached the profession ethics. But engineers, do we have it? No, we don't have. That's a blanket answer. So we have to be much, much careful. That is the reason you might have seen recently in Kaleshwaram project. Yesterday our chief guest, Gutta Sukendra Reddy Garu, is also referring to that politically sensitive. But engineers' point of view, to a certain extent, apolitical, neutrally, what we can discuss is, it's a failure of construction, design, quality and maintenance. That is what the National Dam Safety Authority has given the report, CVC has given the report, and a Honorable Supreme Court retired judge report also given. So these are undeniable facts. But who took the decision, that is different. But it has invited lot of stigma to our professional friends. They are also members of this institute. So what I mean to say is, we don't have immunity. So our knowledge should protect us. When you are taking decisions, take unbiased, independent, neutral, supported with evidence and documentation. Today, if I do a repair, any critical repair, I believe in 3 words: evidence-based treatment. I am creating an evidence, then I am giving a treatment. Unfortunately, that building falls also, my document will save me. So that is how the power of learning, engineering, management and law. That is why I just shown that in the very beginning, that clipping. It is the significance of the topic which I try to explain to you very clearly. And the scalability with speed and sustainability. This is a model, post-construction technology management, especially in buildings, building repairs, which is right now unorganized. If somebody wants to enter into this profession, either as a consultant or a repair contractor, I am ready to mentor them. I can handhold them. So, in fact, in Anurag University, we have started a startup mentoring cell under the guidance of professor here. So, Narendra Garu, anybody can approach Rehab Technologies. We will tie up with them after your college or something like that. You will excel as repair, either contractors as consultant, depending upon that one. So this is called entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship does not mean only in IT or software or something like that. Even civil engineers can become technocrats, entrepreneurs. We can open startups and we can create aggregating apps, things like that. So concrete repairs, there are three segments in which we are working. One is repairing buildings nationally. That is the new thing we are opening up in April 2026 onwards. It's a new division. We want to make it a unicorn down the line by 2030. Hyderabad, my organization in civil engineering, with all your cooperation of the stakeholders, I will make it a unicorn. You know what is unicorn? A startup which attains 1 billion market valuation, not turnover, market valuation. That is my vision. Then already we are in ISR, means industrial structure repairs, that segment we are there, and national infrastructure repairs, refurbishment, like dams, bridges, seaports, airports, all major. Industrial means cement, steel, paper, pulp, chemical, fertilizer plants. So we have got clarity. Next few slides I will tell you what is the scope in this country. Our is the largest with all these facilities which are being constructed before independence and last 70, 80 years after independence. So then technology, what is technology? We use this one, engineering, technology, science. So I'll explain to you in a very simple one slide, because I did MBA in technology management from Usmania University. Yesterday our Vice Chancellor was here. Then knowledge management. What is knowledge management? Ultimately today, the survival of fittest, okay? But survival of the smartest, not fittest. And third is, the smartness comes only through you have a unique knowledge. If all 60 people in a classroom have same knowledge, you are not unique. So somewhere, something you should learn. Today, I have got this core competency. In 140 crore Indians, I feel, maybe subjected to correction, I call myself a unique person with a BTech in civil engineering, MBA in technology management, LLB, LLM in international trade and economic law, and PhD in technology life cycle in construction chemicals study. So when I have gone around and met people, maybe in my life 2 lakh, 3 lakh people, I have not come out with this combination. So I feel unique. So that is how, if you have, and అది గర్వం కాదు, ఈగో కాదు, but it gives you more responsibility. You are unique, so you have to do something to this country, having born in this country and taken a life, one life. So now today, that is the reason I took a lot of from my professional company business activities and doing this with sharing this knowledge. Okay, so then ultimately here construction chemicals is one thing, like it is like a pharma to healthcare, you know, medicines. So like that, these chemicals will be used in new construction, during and after post construction. So I am trying to tell what is the importance of this one, of this construction chemical, because we might have not studied. In fact, again, thanks to Anurag University, there we have started construction chemicals research studies, one Center for Construction Chemicals Research Studies, CCC RS. Again, the professor, my friend, is the director for that one. So like that we are doing wherever is possible. Since it is a professional body, we tied up here. And he is one of the, means a unique university in the private sector, so we tied up with them. Then friends, there is no theory in my presentation or in my approach also. We talk about ground challenging realities, no theory. That's the reason there is a professor here, a practicing engineers are there, like that. I only design a business model, give it to them, handhold it them. If there are any execution, implementation, operational challenges are there, I use my maybe God-given common sense, or maybe my, as I said, my experience and other things. We'll see that our idea will be a blockbuster. So that's the reason I say most people will talk the talk. They only talk. Few will walk the walk. Be the amongst those few. So we only walk the walk. This is only today as an introductory talk the talk. But rest is all walk the walk. So and while walking, we will talk. So this is the slide. Please understand very clearly. Do not just tell me, show me an adagandi. Tell me an adagandi. Show me. Then show me means it is evidence with a documentation. Tell me ante hearsay, chapatam. Every word in English has its own meaning. So that's the thing. Do not just tell me, show me. Then today, many talking about it. Repairs, everyone will talk. I've seen so many people will talk. They present papers, but when really literally come to execution, no. It's a very, very difficult task. Even some people may do NDT execution, NDT report and up to that one. Execution, that to be challenging. 3 crores, 5 crores, 10 crore repair works in a span of 3 months, 6 months. Construction, anybody can do. So this is why I am saying we prefer to do and do it. Then we initiated this journey of 4 M's and 2 I's. 2 I's means one is investigation, another is implementation. Investigation means doing NDT, health monitoring, condition survey, all these things as a consultant. Then execution is as a contractor, repair contractor. Then 4 M's. One is material, machinery, third is manpower, and fourth, another is M is vital, money. Money means I don't give, but we facilitate to get that project finance. So that also I have learned the trick of it. Like here we call is, if we go to unorganized people, even if somebody comes to me and my house is to be repaired 50 lakhs quotation, normally we postpone it. That is how, our human life span is, when we got independence, is about 51 years, because there are medical technology is not there. Then even somebody falls, there is no hospitals are there, so he'll be just kept in the house, then he will die naturally, or some manduleni rogalu vachayi ivanni. But today, thanks to hospitals, that technology is there, but again money. So insurance has come into the picture. So it is easy. If I take insurance of 10 lakhs, I can save my life. So today, that is the reason, today average life in this country is 76 years. Like that, what we have constructed, because of the inferior quality, poor technology available at that time, the old IS 456 code, 1976, now 2000, now we are talking about 2005 or 2025, I think a draft is in circulation, like that. So there are a lot of challenges even. So here also, like our home, earlier our parents, they used to save, then buy, earn, save, buy. Today EMI, pura EMI jamana. That's why we are, even in repairs also, what we are saying is, repair now, pay later. Repair now, pay later. So there is a banker, that also we tied up. So 4 M's, money, material, manpower, machinery. Then 2 I's. Our 2 I's is this one. Either you want to be investigative agency, where you do forensic investigations and failure analysis of a structure. That should be your specialization. Or you do the contracting, repair contracting of these buildings or industrial or infrastructure. So friends, this is called a new profession. Like for example, mera gaadi kharab hua to where do I go? Simple question, chapandi. Mana vehicle mechanic, okay. Mana arogyam kharaab aithe ekkadiki veltamu? Hospital ki veltamu, doctor ki veltamu. Mananiki evana problem aithe evadanna kottadu anukondi, evanna aithe police station ki veltamu. Am I correct? Mana meeda case chesthe oka advocate దగ్గరికి వెళ్తాము. Am I correct? బట్ మన బిల్డింగ్కి రిపేర్ వస్తే ఎవరి దగ్గర వెళ్తాం? నా బిల్డింగ్ రిపేర్ వచ్చింది, ఎవరి దగ్గరికి వెళ్తాం? మేస్త్రి. కరెక్ట్. ఓకే, దిస్ ఈస్ కరెక్ట్, 100% కరెక్ట్. ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు నేమ్. ఐ గాట్, because I am a consultant to almost, you name any infra company in this country. We are advisors to large global consultants who have come into this country. I don't want to name. We are consultants to them. But when that person individually, the MD of that infra company, of this consultant, when it comes to seepages, leakages, these cracks, suddenly after our professional meeting is over, he will tell, sir, ee problem undi, em chestam Reddy garu, meer busy person kada, నేను మీకు ఫోన్ చేద్దాం అనుకున్నాను, కానీ ఈ లోపల మాకు వేరే మేస్త్రి వస్తే ఏదో చేయించాను అని ఆ ఫోటో చూపిస్తాడు. అంటే బికాస్ దేర్ ఈస్ నో ప్రొఫెషనల్స్ ఇన్ దిస్ కంట్రీ హూ ఆర్ రిపేర్ consultants or contractors, we are compromising. We have moved in healthcare. ఏ బాడీకి ఆ బాడీ ఉన్నది. లంగ్స్కి ఒక డాక్టర్, పల్మనాలజిస్ట్, హార్ట్కి కార్డియాలజిస్ట్, కిడ్నీస్కి నెఫ్రాలజిస్ట్, స్కిన్కి డర్మనాలజిస్ట్. అట్లా ఉన్నప్పుడు దీనికి మాత్రం లేరు. మళ్ళీ న్యూ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ ఉన్నారు. యూ హ్యావ్ సాయిల్ టెస్టింగ్, జియోటెక్నికల్ ఇంజనీర్, స్ట్రక్చరల్ ఇంజనీర్, ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్ ఇంజనీర్. వెన్ ఇట్ కమ్స్ టు రిపేర్, నథింగ్ ఈస్ దేర్. So today we are in a very, very, very primitive stage. ఒకవైపు నిన్న చెప్పారు, చంద్రయాన్కి ఒకటేసారి 100, అది మన ఇస్రో నుంచి 100 రాకెట్లు పంపామని. ఆ చంద్రయాన్లో ఫస్ట్ టైం మనం రీచ్ అవుట్ అయ్యాము, 1/10 ఆఫ్ ద ఇస్రో కాస్ట్. బట్ The civil engineers, which is the mother of all professions, not only that one, రోటీ కావాలన్నా మళ్ళీ వాటర్ కావాలి ఫార్మర్కి మనమే ఇస్తాం, జై జవాన్ జై కిసాన్. తర్వాత వచ్చేది మళ్ళీ ఇంజనీరే. ఇప్పుడు జవాను గట్టిగా ఉండాలి అంటే అతను కిసాన్, అందుకనే కిసాన్ తిండి పెడితే ఆ ఫుడ్ తిని అతను పోయి సైనికుడుగా మన బార్డర్ని కాపాడుతాడు అని జై జవాన్ అప్పుడు పెట్టాం. దట్ ఈస్ స్లోగన్ గివెన్ బై అవర్ సెకండ్ ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ ఆఫ్ ద కంట్రీ. బట్ టుడే వీఆర్ ద వన్ హూ హావ్ బ్రాట్ వైట్ రెవల్యూషన్, గ్రీన్ రెవల్యూషన్, అండ్ రోటీ అయిపోయింది, కపడా కూడా అంతే. బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ఇండస్ట్రియలైజేషన్ we have got all this, today there is no person without clothes, even shelter also. To a large extent we have given good shelter. But there is no ambassadors for our profession. ఏదో నిన్న రాక మొన్న వచ్చిన ఒక ఏఐకేమో వాళ్ళకి తెలిసి తెలియని ప్రతి ఒక్కరు, including our Telugu speaking both chief minister, they talk about AI, including the prime minister also. AI summit అంటారు, ఇంకేదో పెడతారు. కానీ మన దగ్గరికి వచ్చే వారికి I don't know, either they feel we are not human beings or we are not voters, but somehow our priorities, our engineers' priorities, especially civil engineer priorities, are not taken care of. That feels me very bad. So overall ga neenem chesanu ante sare, forget about government, forget about these bureaucrats. Let's have our own ecosystem in a private domain like Swiggy, Zomato, Uber, Ola, and we will create this one ani cheppi appudu then I coined this concrete. బికాస్ టుడే ఇందాక సార్ చెప్తున్నారు, వారు వెనకట బిల్డింగ్స్ నిన్న కూడా చెప్పారు, ఏది పూరిలో కట్టిన లేదా కోనార్క్, ఇంకా తాజ్మహల్, లేదా మన చార్మినారు, లేదా నిన్న అయోధ్య 2 years బ్యాక్ కట్టిన అయోధ్య. బట్ దే ఆర్ ఆల్ స్టోన్. వీ హ్యావ్ మూవ్డ్ ఫ్రమ్ దట్ ఏజ్ ఆఫ్ స్టోన్ ఏజ్ బై రిప్లేసింగ్ స్టోన్, బ్రిక్, వుడ్, మడ్, స్టీల్, టైల్స్. నౌ వీఆర్ టాకింగ్ కాంక్రీట్, కాంక్రీట్, కాంక్రీట్ ఎలోన్ అన్న. మళ్ళీ కాంక్రీట్లో యూ హ్యావ్ ఆర్సీసీ, పిఎస్సి అవన్నీ ఉన్నాయి. సో టుడే ఇన్వేరియబుల్లీ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ మీన్స్ కాంక్రీట్ ఎలోన్. ఇంకా దాన్ని మనం రిప్లేస్ చేయలేం. నేను ఇల్లు పోయి అన్ని రిపేర్స్ రాకుండా నాది కూడా మళ్ళీ 400 years ఉండాలి, 1000 years ఉండాలి అని నేను స్టోన్ తోటి కట్టుకుంటా అంటే నీకు యూ మే హ్యావ్ గుడ్ ఇంటెంట్, ఐడియా ఉండొచ్చు, ఇంటెంట్ ఉండొచ్చు, బట్ ఆడ కట్టేటందుకు మనుషులు లేరు, మ్యాన్ పవర్. నో సివిల్ ఇంజనీర్ టుడే ఈస్ బీన్ ట్రైన్డ్, ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ కరెక్ట్ ప్రొఫెసర్, హౌ టు కన్స్ట్రక్ట్ విత్ స్టోన్. సో కాంక్రీట్ ఉన్నది. అయితే ఇప్పుడు ఏమైంది, గత 30 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి కాంక్రీట్లో తోటే కట్టాం, బిల్డింగ్స్ అయినా, బ్రిడ్జెస్ అయినా, డ్యామ్స్ అయినా. సో కాంక్రీట్ దానికి కూడా ఒక హెల్త్, దానికి కూడా ఒక ఏజ్ ఉంది, లైక్ అవర్ హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్స్. ఇట్స్ అబౌట్ 100 years or whatever it is. So health, then care, who has to take care of it. So as I posed the question to this audience, there is no professional, so there is a requirement of professional, and it is a service. Engineers we are service providers, either as a contractors or consultants. So this is the first time in the country concrete healthcare professional services అనేది నేను కాయిన్ చేశాను. ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు టేక్ పేటెంట్ ఆల్సో, డాక్టర్ పిఎస్ఆర్ కాంక్రీట్ హెల్త్ కేర్ ప్రొఫెషనల్ సర్వీస్ అని చెప్పి. ఇప్పుడు ఎట్లయితే విజయ డైనిక్స్ సెంటర్స్ ఉన్నాయో అట్లా ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు కమ్ అవుట్ విత్ దిస్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ కాంక్రీట్ హెల్త్ క్లినిక్స్, కాంక్రీట్ డయాగ్నాస్టిక్ సెంటర్స్. దట్ ఈస్ మై విజన్. ఐ విల్ షో యూ ద డేటా ఆల్సో. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్. సో వాట్ ఐఎమ్ సేయింగ్ ఈస్ why this concrete healthcare professional service, then how do you execute it, and the way forward. A simple business engineering come business plan. So we have buildings, that is the reason we said buildings, then industrial and infra structures. So in buildings we have 4 segments: residential, commercial, institutional and departmental buildings. So everything, the template business action plan is ready, revenue model is ready. I require people, my channel partners, my franchisees across the country. So friends, as I said, concrete has a limited life. On the first day when you mix all these materials, cement, fine aggregate, coarse aggregate, water with some admixtures, they are not coming from one factory. Some are manufactured, some are naturally made, and some are available locally. All 4-5 things, when you mix it, the day one sometimes there may incompatibility also. Like in the initial stage we move with our family, then we move with our friends, later on we will move with our colleagues, like that. So like that here concrete is having limited life, provided you take care of it. So what that this slide says, irrespective of how good the design is, the construction is, but lack of Maintenance, this is the life of a structure, and that is the reason. If you, some structures are born with defect, some are because of lack of maintenance, lack of professional repairs, like as I said, mason, somebody is doing. So overall, 100 years in a structure, it is prematurely dying at 30, 40 years or 50 years. That is the reason these concrete healthcare professional services are very essential. This is like a human body. It requires maintenance and upkeeping. Maintenance of upkeeping of a building. So this is clearly you can see. Yeah. So you have some cracks, you have unauthorized modifications, you are changing the balcony into a room, so there is a load pattern changing. Then you have corrosion damage, steel gets rusted because of leakage, seepage, then deflections. So maintain your building the way you maintain your health, because if I die, only I will die. But whereas the building will fall, family members also will die. My own other movable, immovable property documents also will be going. So that is the reason, the way you take care of your health, your family members' health, you should take care of your home also, home health also. That is what I want to convey. So now fine. Now this has been not taught in the colleges, if I am correct, Professor. Normally, even I have studied, today I am on board of studies in 2-3 colleges and universities. So when you review the syllabus, it is mainly related to civil engineer, how to do design and how to construct. Maybe they have added durable structures, sustainable structures and something like that, but not about maintenance, repair and life extension. So here is one, we are sharing the knowledge with our channel partners, and they will go ahead, because one person, one organization cannot do. It is a conglomerate, rehab technology group. We will be having channel partners. So now the challenge is learning how to learn is one of the most important skill. For example, what to learn, when to learn, how to learn is also a skill. It's not that my father told, okay, you become an engineer, fine. Because he is also engineer, he told. But later on, one fine morning, I felt one MBA degree is required, not degree to just, because even I don't keep my visiting card with me, or even under visiting card my degrees also. I have not studied for degrees, but knowledge to solve the practical problems. So one day I thought, okay, let me get some knowledge on management, especially on finance, technology, marketing, HR, accounting, all these things. Then when I was facing these contractual obligations, people are sending me legal notice and other things, instead of wasting my hard-earned money and paying the lawyers, going around the law firms and other things, then I became a lawyer. So that is why learning how to learn is one of the most important skill in life, and the purpose of learning also. So then repair, refurbishment, renovation. Now entrepreneurs, please listen here, societal problem solvers. We are not here to make money. Money will come. If we have Saraswati, Lakshmi will come. But without Saraswati, you cannot protect Lakshmi also, because people will cheat, or somebody will take your money. So that is faith-based. Just since I practice Hinduism, I am telling like that. But everyone has their own faith. Then coming to the other one is, since there is a problem, I have seen a problem in the country or across the world. We are providers to the solution providers to that problem. It gives immense satisfaction. So that's how we become passionate professionals, not for money. And second is, we want to become champions and leaders in our chosen career. Complete have categorized India level information and data on concrete assets. I am saying concrete assets of this country. They are private buildings, you have public buildings, then you have hospitals, and even have gone some data have taken. Then coming to the factories, you have pharma and bulk drugs, you have cement plants. I have given numbers also there. Total in this country, factories 2,04,000, 12 lakhs I think, 12 lakh factories are there. So complete data is available, but in crux of the matter is approximately 200 lakh crore worth of concrete assets existing in this country, which are being just in this 21st century, last 25 years. Average, you take the budget of our central government, state governments, and the investments by private sector and people like us, individuals who have constructed factory, homes and flats and villas like that. Assume 10% are in distress. Newly constructed, I am not talking about old one also. Means 2 lakh crore is the business in this country. But there are no competent, trained professionals to address this problem. Every civil engineer, knowingly or unknowingly, applying to a builder who is providing salary less than a mason or even a worker. Civil engineer is getting 15,000, 20,000, whereas the untrained, unskilled worker, laborer, he is getting more than 30,000, 25,000 with a labor camp, with all the welfare, with insurance, because he is that labor welfare association, other things are there. But here, who studied from the primary school, secondary school, high school, intermediate, competitive exams, because they are not having how to market his skill. That is why I said exploring the unexplored careers for civil engineering. Go back to my first slide. So friends, so the reality in India is this country is unprepared. It's like a time bomb. Yesterday, our chief guest was saying some bridges have fallen, something. Even assume, when was this Medigadda piers got sank? Somewhere in October 2023. 24 ho gaya, 25 ho gaya, now we are in February 2026. Till today, the mighty state, we are not a small state in Northeast, and half of our engineers are here only. We could not get the methodology to repair that piers. In small countries, African countries, we have the technology, 140. We are ISRO, we are talking AI. Can't you have this capacity? We are talking about Hyderabad is a global capability center. So that is the reason what I am saying is, engineers should interact. Otherwise, we having only our limited life. My parents might have enjoyed as an engineer, but today engineers are looked down. So small enterprises, the mainstream of concrete repairs are to be repositioned and relaunched as concrete healthcare, as I said, as investigation and implementation professionals. So this is a concern for upkeeping public buildings also, private buildings and public buildings also. So then where are the business in, as I said, this in buildings ho gaya. Abhi infra mein, you have roads and bridges, ports, shipyards, inland waters, airports, railways, then you have logistic infrastructure, bulk handling terminals, then you have energy, that electricity, both generation, transmission and distribution. Like that, you have a vast infrastructures which are being constructed by British India, and our last 25, 50, 75, now we are in the Vikasit Bharat for 2047. But somehow the basic knowledge, technology, manpower, we are unable to prepare to safeguard our buildings, this infrastructure. Then you see the dams. In the early, prior to 1990, in this country, 74 dams were constructed. Most of the dams were constructed during 1970, 1980, 1980 to 1990. So that is the investment which went into dams. And they are also very old. Today, there is no agencies to monitor those dams. Yesterday, same thing. He was talking about some Srisailam dam when there is a hole and other things. I also went. But neither they are taking our services, nor government is preparing in-house abilities to do it. So now we are raising a war on corrosion, like terrorism, war. And what is this one? 12 lakh crore is the damage. 12 lakh crore is the damage. So, friends, I will conclude here with this thing is that this is changing the trends industry practices and legal requirements are required. As I said, evidence-based decisions to be taken. That is where the investigation channel partners as concrete diagnostic centers. Then you require prescription-based treatment repairs. So that is called implementation channel partners. And these partners are called repair contractors. So this is a whole gamut of things. As I said, we have estimated in this country, tier 2, tier 3 cities, like from North India, you have Nagara Palikas, Nagara Panchayats. Here we have only 2 panchayats or municipalities or corporations. So when we have estimated, there are some industrial belts also there, strategic locations where there are 30-40 industries are there, like that. So overall, we require 600 concrete diagnostic centers in this country. As I said, this Vijaya Diagnostic Center for blood test, urine test, all these things. So this is for NDT. Then immediately, next couple of years, we want to have 4,500 repair contractors who will be trained, certified, and they are the one who will be called as concrete healthcare professional services. So this is how it is a very big, ambitious project, which is speed, 3 C's, speed, scale, and sustainable model. So with this, I conclude.